Yo, 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 yo. What's happening, people? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? One Piece 1153 is out. 1153 is out. What's happening? Oh, man, it's been a very interesting week, y'all. How y'all been? Hope y'all have been swell. It's been hot, right? It's been hot. Yo, shout out to T Money, man. He said, Zam, Zaddy, chat already popping. Shout out to my guy T Money, man. Shout out to my brother, man. Shout out to my brother. Ace, Jordan Famo, appreciate you, Ace. Chris, 32 months. Appreciate you, Brody. What up, Disco? She said, I was just about to go back to sleep. Hey, man, it's up. 11:53 is here. You read the chapter yet? Yeah, bro. Shout out to Breezy. Breezy, let me know the chapter was out. Chapter dropped. We out here. You know what I'm saying? We out here. We out here. Bro, the past week has been interesting because I ain't gonna lie. It's been some, I don't know if it's necessary or unnecessary, right? I don't know if it's necessary or unnecessary. Like, why do people hate Sanji so much? What's going on? I listen, I get it. He's not as strong as Zoro. And I say that, every day of the week. But people be feeling offended when you got like a strong Sanji take. It'd be crazy. Right? So I don't know. England is melting. Our houses are built to keep the heat in. But I heard about that. I heard that the houses in England, they're built to keep the heat in. But not only that, a lot of houses in England don't got AC because electricity is too expensive. Right? I'm like, bro, what are the perks? What are the perks for being there? The food is horrible, right? The winter is terrible. The summer is, what are the perks? An accent? Bro, is it just the accent? That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, they're gonna talk about the school. Listen. I haven't heard. Like, eventually we're gonna do like a group trip to. All right, somebody said the rap is horrible. I don't mind. I don't mind some of the UK rap. All right, I'm not gonna lie. It's like maybe like 2 or 3. Okay, I don't really listen to UK rappers like that. If it's like. If Central C having to drop something that catches my ear, you know what I'm saying? I'm not listening to like no UK rappers like that. I don't got a Stormzy on the rotation. And listen, I love my people from England. I love the people from the UK. But I'm like, bro, what you mean y'all don't got no AC? And I've heard, bro, nobody can convince me. I've heard too many things from reputable sources that the food in England or in the UK, in most places, are ass. I just heard it, right? So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just, jeez. And listen, bro. And listen. I'm from the Caribbean, right? In the Caribbean, a lot of houses don't have AC. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. A lot of houses don't have AC, but it's great eats, great food, and we got the beach, right? It's a beach around the corner, right? And either way, yeah. I've heard the same from most friends and bands that have played these shows or toured in the UK, Europe. Yeah, bro, I keep hearing it. I keep hearing that the UK is just food is ass. It's just like it's humid, it's hot, or it's mad cold. Yo, Disco said, "What's up? How long till the chapter drops? Drops. It dropped. Tuna and beans. Nah, listen, tuna and beans is wild. Tuna and beans is crazy. I appreciate you, Disco. Nah, tuna and beans is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Eric said, you get to look cool in the rain, though. I guess we eventually is gonna be a group trip to the UK, but if we talk about no AC in the summertime, we might have to just skip the UK and just go to. We might just go to like Japan then, or like we're not going to Australia. Hell no. At some point, we gonna go to. I said I wanted to go to Australia, but I've seen also Australia. I've seen too many things about Australia that I'm like, I don't want no parts. Right? I saw a bat as big as me. Right? They say like snakes be running around like squirrels over there. Right? The kangaroo apparently is like deer. So I don't know, bro. We're just gonna stay where we at. Yo, dope. What's happening, bro? What's happening? Go to the DR, bro. I just heard a story about a dude that went to the DR to save his wife because his wife packed up and left him. And he been missing for 2 weeks. Bro, is anywhere safe? And then they're not even gonna get into like what's going on with the higher ups where I'm at. Right? We're not even gonna talk about that. But I guess the world is just in a crazy place. Yo, shout out to UV City. Assemble. He says my birthday. One Piece came out. Yo, shout out to you, bro. Happy birthday. You know it's cancer season. Y'all know the vibes. The DR peaked in 2018. I mean, DR is DR. I think what it is, bro. I think people go into these different cities and states, right? And then they get too comfortable. They start moving like the natives. Like, no, you're not from there. I don't care how nice it look. I don't care how sweet you think these women are, right? Bro, stay on the resort or just stay with people that you know, because people can tell when you're not from somewhere. Yo, Nick, what's happening, my brother? He said, hope it's been a blessed day. It's been good, bro. Appreciate you. Eric said Brago tried to be nasty this chapter. Let's go to North Korea, safest country. What's the safest country in the world? We got 1 minute. What's the safest country in the world? All right, the safest country in the world according to Google AI, Iceland. Hell no. Whoa, okay. This is a different site, but it says Switzerland, Norway, Sweden, Austria, Denmark, Canada, Finland, New Zealand, and Australia? There's no way. This got to be fake. There's got to be fake news. There's no way. It said Baltimore City. All right. Let's get to the chapter, folks. No, Iceland. I've heard Iceland is beautiful. I actually do want to go to Iceland, though. I ain't gonna lie. I've heard a lot of great things about Iceland. Them countries with small pop and homogeneous countries. All right. I heard Australia racist. I feel like you can find racists in every country. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you can find some racists in every country. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was saying this on a stream last night, but like, I watched Jungle Fever for the first time, and I know Italians. They had that many slurs for niggas. I ain't know it was like that. I'm like, that's how they was coming? Yo, Sebastian, yo, I appreciate you, my G. Joy family, I appreciate you. Yeah, I ain't. Oh, the Sopranos, they go crazy? It's ironic because they get treated just as worse as us historically. I mean, you know, hate begets hate. Yo, Hassan, what's happening? 6 months. It's hot, stabby, and a bit rude, but it's... Yo, shout out to my guy Hassan, but he's typing that with tears running down his eyes right now. He's typing that with tears right now. It's hot, stabby, and a bit rude, but it's home. That's crazy. Cliff, yo, shout out to my guy Cliff Rock. Quick taking all disrespect on Kobe, T-Mac, Gilbert Arenas. Here's the thing. I think you can get away with the Kobe disrespect, if you want to say that, just because Kobe's not here to defend himself, right? You can have other people defend himself, but he's not here. Because when it comes from the source, it's a little different. I don't think T-Mac knows he's not better than Kobe. I think there was a moment where T-Mac and Kobe, they were comparable in the eyes of many. But I think that's why our career isn't 1 year, right? It's like, you know, the early in a career, there was a moment when you had people were comparing, like, Dame was like, can Dame beat Steph Curry? Like, is Dame better than Steph, right? But over time, the results kind of show themselves. So I think at the end of the day, you can say, oh, for a period, T-Mac, if he had Shaq, you know, in that moment, possibly. But it's a crazy hypothetical because we saw how T-Mac's career played out. But T-Mac is one of the most talented players of all time, you know? So I feel like to say that now is crazy, but like I don't think that's what T-Mac was trying to do. But after something gets to like different platforms and different people, it starts getting more and more like just crazy. Gilbert Arenas, I think we got to get to the place where we got to understand, like, just because you played the game doesn't mean you're gonna have good opinions on the game, because that's just one perspective, right? That's why you have people that don't play the game, they give their opinions. People that play the game give their opinions. But like, you know, I've seen terrible opinions from a lot of people that played basketball before professionally. So do I think T-Mac was as good as Kobe? I think there was a time where it's like talent-wise, but, you know, their careers played out, and I think it's clear. They're not on the same tier. So, Disco said, I'm new to being on chapter drops. Where do y'all read it? You can check out the Discord. Discord link, description down below. If you join the Discord, for anybody here, you can get updates for chapter drops, whatever, a bunch of different things. But, you know, people will keep you abreast. Just stay out of OP spoilers, all right? That's like Curry before Odin got there. Just stay out of there, all right? Do not go there trying to be friendly. Just stay out of there, all right? But everywhere else is safe. Everywhere else is safe. So you can go there. Here we go. One Piece chapter 1153. The birth of Loki. It is BDK? Oh, that is BDK. Yamato. Okay, so Kiku and Yamato. A reunion. Bro. Wait, like, okay. Here's my thing, bro. Here's my thing. Why they acting like so much time has passed? Oh, you don't know what BDK stand for? Look. Wait, why they acting like a lot of time has passed since Kiku seen like Yamato? Like, yeah, Luffy. Like, ain't it been like, it hasn't been that long, but I guess, you know, they went through a lot together, so. Yeah, big daimyo Kiku. Come on, y'all. Oh my gosh. What did y'all think it was? Shout out to Kiku Nojo. Kiku Nojo. She be doing her thing. Yeah, Kiku Bill, you know, Yamato. Like all right, okay, flashback time. Dorian Broggie venturing into the past. Shared a wild childhood with Harold, the Prince of Elbaf. What? She's like, Odin! Because Yamato probably never said her name. Okay, Dorian Broggie shared a wild childhood with Harold. That's crazy. Born into the bloodline of the ancient giants, the prince possessed a colossal body, monstrous strength, and high status. He grew into an arrogant and unruly rogue that no one could rein in. What a bore. Everyone outside Elbaf is pathetically weak. Hold on 1 second, guys. Something just struck me. Because I'm seeing a lot of these special people, these special pirates in Elbaf, you know, they got the lines, right? They got the lines, it's like tattoo or war marks on their body. And all I just wanted to check real quick to see how many lines Katakuri had. But okay. What a bore. Everyone outside Elbaf is pathetically weak and puny. Nah, it's a Katakuri upscale. Katakuri upscale. Easily Katakuri upscale. Ain't that right, guys? Exactly, sire. It's just as you say. Oh, somebody gonna humble him. Ooh, somebody gonna humble his big ass. The kingdom of Bunt. Oh, that's crazy. Yo, Raph with a 20 said cat over king. Come on, bro. You chose today out of all days to spit facts. You know the vibes, Raph. The kingdom of Bunt. In the New World, come one, come all. Standing 10 meters tall, each of her steps is an earthquake. Her roar is thunder itself. She's one of the world's elusive giants, hailing all the way from Elbaf. Take a gander at Ida. Yo, shout out to Eustace Kid Red Beam. 14 said Zoro Vasanji. That's facts too. Good to see you, kid. We thought you were done for. Damn, they've been capturing giants for a minute. They've been going after these giants for a while. It takes balls to turn one of us giants into a roadside attraction. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-ha-ha-ha. Yeah. They were fools to mock Elbaf. We sure showed them. Oh, so he went crazy. Oh, so he went and saved Ida. Who are you? No need to thank me. I'm the king of Elbaf. I couldn't just sit back while they slighted my homeland. Oh, shh. No way. Your Majesty, King Harold. Huh? All right. Turn the ship around. You need to apologize. A lot of people got hurt. Yo, just real quick, how old is she? Are you crazy? You want to go back to that puny doll kingdom? You want me to rough you up? King Harold, they took me in and gave me work after finding me adrift at the brink of death. Thanks to their kindness, I was able to earn enough to eat and recover my injuries. Little dolls, what the hell is that supposed to mean? You just happen to be born big. Your strength is a quirk of fate. Mm. Mm. Wow. She is cooking. She said, you just got lucky in the gene pool. Don't kid yourself into thinking you're better than humans, you arrogant disgrace. This kind of crap is why all of us other giants are always lumped in with you Elbaf savages. Okay, what I like here is that we're getting the perspective of giants who aren't from Elbaf and how they feel about people from Elbaf. So Elbaf has a reputation, obviously, and because of their reputation, every giant gets thrown into this entire thing. And they're like, yo, we actually don't like y'all. This is why we get treated like this because of y'all. Damn. Diaz. He says, sure, Zoro beats Sanji, but if it's to the death, Zoro's injuries won't let him see world's greatest swordsman afterwards. Yeah, that close. He said Saul already told us this in Ennie's lobby. We don't care anything. We don't care about Saul. Like, we don't care about Saul. I'm playing. So if Zoro and Sanji were to fight, you're saying Zoro would not be able to become the greatest swordsman because of his injuries. Nah. Nah, like, wait, we think Sanji's taking an arm? Huh? All right, bro. That's like saying, like, we saw Akainu and Aokiji the end of that fight. Aokiji lost the leg, right? Akainu got some injuries as well, but like, saying that Zoro won't be able to become the world's greatest swordsman after the fight, listen. I love Sanji, but who the hell do you think Sanji is? This nigga, like, bro, like, that's crazy though. I ain't gonna lie. You think Zoro just never walking again? You think Zoro Kuina or something? That's crazy. Actually, the Kuina conversation has come up again. I saw Sandman talking about it where, like, apparently it doesn't make... First off, I think that is the greatest mystery in One Piece. This Kuina... I don't know if Oda's going to double back 20 years later on Kuina, but I think that is the biggest crock. Sanji's taking an arm and breaking Wado Ichimonji. All right. I was just born big? King Harold, are we setting sail? What are you guys spacing out for, huh? Didn't they show how Kuina died with Tashigi falling on the stairs and her sword almost hitting her? Kuina's equal to Mihawk. Yeah, they never showed how they died, how Kuina died, and I In no way, no world that somebody as strong as Queena should die from falling down the stairs. There's no way. Only thing I'm holding out hope for is that her dad was trying to relieve her of what the world was gonna bring, and that she a little kid. Nigga, I've fallen down the stairs. I've fallen out a tree. What? No. 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 Bro, there's no way. Bro, there's no way. What kind of stairs is this? Scopper Gaban says, I heard falling downstairs means suicide in Japan. I mean, some Japanese people was like, yo, that's not what it was being implied. But why would Queena kill herself? Like, if Oda could bring up Shanks cut off his arm having lore of a tattoo, Oda can come up with the lore of Queena. The only way I would believe something happened to Queena is like Katakuri got sent to her hometown and then she tried to defend it, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like something like that. It can't be stairs, bro. It can't be stairs. At one point, like there were theories floating around about Queena being a revolutionary because Dragon's ship was there. And nah, bro. Cat upscale? What about falling with a sword? Bro, she just walking around, she walking up the stairs with her sword, just raw like that? Nah. Nonsense. Not related, but you ever think about the boy in the Temptations dying, not knowing how to pronounce road? A tragedy truly. Also collaborate with my homie Captain Yeet. He is the most dedicated in the game right now. Captain, a tragedy truly. Also collaborate with my homie Captain Yeet. Who is Captain Yeet? What? I'll look at Captain Yeet's channel after. Brand new One Piece chapter. We talk about Queena because she's important, Mo. She matters too. Honestly, too many people have forgotten about Queena. I was just born big. King Harold, are we setting sail? What are you guys spacing out for, huh? Help them rebuild, you imbeciles. That miniature model city of theirs. Damn, so he really look at them just like dolls. Their construction techniques are completely different. We'll teach you some stuff for when you get back to Elbaf. Your use of spices is something too. I've never eaten anything with this much flavor before. And the quality of your fabrics. They're so sophisticated. Humans sure are good with their hands. Harold looked like Garp a little bit. Like a young Garp. Damn. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Coochie is powerful. Yo, Harold was a menace on the seas. And look, it brought him to his knees in front of a human. Ain't that crazy? Hey, man. Like, Adam stood no chance. It's powerful. God. It didn't even take long. The coochie tamed this giant. I ain't gonna lie, man. Women, y'all are amazing. Y'all are amazing. They got Harold doing the Nika dance. What the what she got down there? She got that guap. Jesus. Damn, Harold. Look at it like this, Harold. The destruction of anything in this world is a waste. Bro, this dude, his entire life has been a menace. And you got Shorty that got him doing a Nika dance in 2 weeks. What's up, Aris? How you feeling, brother? How you doing, man? Nah, that gotta be his woman, his wife. Watch that be higher than his mom. She got depth to her, and that's higher than his mom, bro. I was born on Samuwanai Island in the South Blue. One thing led to another, and I ended up on these seas. You went over the blood-soaked serpent? Are you talking about the red line? Well, yeah, I did, but I can't go back now. Hold on. Come to Elbaf. We're not as savage as you think. Yeah, maybe I judged you too harshly. King Harold has really changed. It's kind of creepy. Hopefully it's just a phase. Damn. Up until now, we've committed countless sins, and it's time we atone for them. What's wrong with you, Harold? As king, I intend to frequently travel overseas. I hope to extend a hand of reconciliation to our neighbors and learn from their cultures. Our land can become more prosperous if we learn from the world. Dory, Brogy, and the others will never stop running wild. That's true. I go way back with those two. They have always had an unusual disposition. They have never failed to treat humans fairly and honorably. We can still hold on to our warrior ways, right? We may have to reconsider some traditions if other countries feel threatened. Zabababa, what a change, Bojaja. Seems like there's a tumultuous journey ahead. Elbaf is blessed. Yo, Shorty got a very unique face, though. Say we exchange diplomats with other nations, we could build a deeper cultural understanding. I see. So it's like a fancy hostage deal, huh? That's not it at all. People need to forge connections. Otherwise, international cooperation is impossible. Damn, they were skipping to 105. Now we at 81 years. Eastern Fishing Village. You finally had the baby? Ida, Harold, congratulations. Thank you, Ida and I. Unfortunately, we can't recognize your marriage. Only pure blood can be permitted within the royal family. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, you telling me that I'm the king of this country, and you got these people telling me what's permitted in my family? Damn it. But I guess it's a culture of Elbaf, but you're trying to change that, Harold. So, damn it. Forgive me, Ida. All these issues boil down to culture. Our feelings alone won't change things. You're always welcome in our village, Ida. This isn't, yeah, okay. Isn't that great, Hyridin? At least you can stay near your papa. Ah, man. Damn, bro. You see, I like Hyridin's mom. I can't be talking about him like that no more. Like, you know, after you meet somebody's mom, it's like a different type of connection because now you know they moms. Like, I can't be talking about Hyridin as crazy as I used to. Like I like his moms. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Definitely his mama's son. I'm starting to think it might be her lips that made him fold. Yo, Disco, I ain't want to say nothing. But like, hey man, remember she been around the humans. Should she put something on Harold? He never forgot. He married her. He want to change the rules of Elbaf. He like, I know. Listen, Harold, you met your future bride. Whoa. Harold, meet your future bride. Lady Astrid carries a noble. Okay. Okay, Astrid. She's a woman truly fit to become the queen. Yo, who are these shadowed? Who are these dudes? I was born in Alcohol Village. She a wild one. Alcohol Village? I'm the student of the Earth Wind Arts. What? 2 hands? What? Daughter from a prominent background. Oh my God, Astrid. I'm fated to love you for the rest of my life. Damn, Harold got a goatee now? Like, this dude is just... Forget about that Eastern woman and her bastard. No, that's... Harold said, oh no, that's... The energies here are aligned to the east. This won't do at all. The king's spirit is leaking out. Quick, shut the windows. What? And that mirror is positioned in a lethal 5-star configuration. Dispose of it. Oh, Harold. The hell is this? Meet Ashra, the horse of good fortune. It's a fine steed. I'm about to say, where's the head? Worthy of you, your majesty. Consider it a gift from my family. It's sure to bring you good fortune. It's huge. Why does it have 8 legs? Guards, take all of the jewels and gold to my room. The king's vicinity should be focused on the energies of earth and wind. Also, inform the servants that from today onward, the king and I will take all our meals on silver platters. Isn't that just an indulgence? 70-ish years ago. Damn, Harold, that's all it took? She came in and just changed your whole life? And she kicked Ida out? Oh, man. I mean, I get it, but I still don't get it. Damn. In this age, the rough seas still made travel between islands difficult. Elbaf's advanced navigation techniques intrigued other countries. There's a star which never moves called the Pole Star. Oh, really? King Harold, you met the fishmen? Yep, it's about time. I even saw mermaids. Their people carry the blood of the ocean. In their country, a prince was born by the name of Neptune. And it wasn't just fishmen and mermen around. The sea creatures themselves... Wait, is that where he got his... Well, Shirley wasn't around by then, but like... Okay, wait. The sea creatures themselves were coming together in jubilation. Wow. 63 years ago. While Harold was overseas. Congratulations, my queen. It's a healthy baby boy. His name is Loki. I spoke with the king about it. Let me get a good look at my son's face. Huh? Oh, shoot. Oh. Oh. Wait, what? Hold on. You know the first eyes I thought of, y'all. The first eyes I thought of was Carrot and Sulong. Mihawk upscale is hilarious. It's horrid, Your Highness. It's freaking me out. What is that? This thing can't possibly be mine. Your Highness, please calm down. Oh, she is nasty. Tell the king it was a stillbirth. This is utterly unacceptable. It's cursed. Just look at it. It's a monster. And the Prince of Elbaf stretched his arms into the air. No one was there to take those small hands in theirs. Your Highness, stop this. That's the prince. It is said that the most unfortunate... Did she chuck that nigga? Oh, that's crazy. She threw him away, literally. It is said that the most unfortunate souls are those rejected from birth by their own mother. Listen to me. No child was born today. I forbid you from telling anyone. Where are you going? Where are you going? I'm returning to my village. I never want to give birth again. What's wrong with this bitch? Your Highness, Captain, is coming from the realm of the dead. The realm of the dead? What about it? Oh. Okay. Oh. Niggas be fake demons till a real demon show up. This is insane. First of all, ugly ass baby, right? But how long was this? She threw him outside and he's climbing up the mountain. Oh, no. Soon after, Queen Astrid collapsed due to ill health. Shit. This pose of the child is becoming clear. This was foretold long before it came into the world. It is said that King Harold will someday be slain by his own son. Enough with this crazy talk. My herald struggled against the walls of diplomacy, blocked by the world government again. Why can't countries just be free? Hey, he's your little brother. Don't you want to see the little guy? If he's not your kid, Mom, then there's no way I can call him my little brother. Oh, sweetie, you're so cute, even when you say such awful things. Even from then on, every misfortune that struck Elbaf was chalked up to Loki's curse. Yeah, Matt, first wife, I don't even think Ida's not ugly. She just got a unique face. But she got an amazing personality, and she raised Hyden to be a good person. And then Astrid, terrible, terrible, terrible personality. But she's gorgeous. And I'm not gonna lie. Y'all. If I'm Loki, I'm not mad at Loki saying, forget all y'all forever. So that's why he wears the bandages over his eyes. But obviously he's, okay, we've seen a lot of special characters, special people in One Piece, right? We've never seen this before. And he covers his eyes. Yeah. Yeah, Loki. Yeah. Yeah. He might. Okay, he's not might. Yeah. You know what's crazy? The crazy part is like, if somebody pop out and say Mihawk upscale, it's like, but like, category upscale is valid. Considering that Loki was, he was fond of, was it Lola? He's fond of one of Big Mom's children, and so inherently, all of Big Mom's children gets a buff, especially the strongest one. Oda is making Loki seem like a god, but even in the midst of it, Shanks stopped him. And so I'm not going to say Shanks upscale because I don't think Shanks stocks can go any higher, right? I don't think Shanks stocks can go any higher. This is gas even Odin didn't get. True. This is the most gas a child has ever gotten. Like, they're making it seem like a cursed child. Like, this is actually Katakuri's Harold's son. No, the timeline. Hold on, let me try to make it work. Hold on. We got. We'll figure it out. Seen the monsters Loki killed while climbing. Oh, I did not even see that. What the Oh, nah. Listen. Okay. The crazy part, right? Like, for real, niggas gonna be fake demons till a real demon show up. Like I was telling y'all before, with Dory and Brogy, now they're demonified or demonized, whatever the hell, right? Now Loki's gonna pull up. A real demon. Right? How you gonna act? How you gonna act? But the thing is, I'm not convinced Loki's eyes are anything but a different look that he covers, similar to why Katakuri covering his mouth. Possibly. 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 So Katakuri upscale. I like it. I like it. So Loki, he just covers his eyes because of how he was persecuted as a child, just like Katakuri. I love it. I love it. I would not be mad if Loki and Katakuri are like brothers. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. Yo, shout out to Sleep. Shout out to Sleep. Getting persecuted as a child is a huge buff in One Piece. It's almost recommended to be great, right? Like getting some kind of, damage. But for the most part, like when we think about the kids, Luffy, he was thrown into the jungle. Like Ace, we know what he went through. Zoro, Sanji, like Nami, right? The only person for the most part that seemed to escape and was just a liar, right? He had a single mom, but cool, but just a liar. Like literally. Like there was nothing. He brought most of it on himself. Even Chopper, Frankie, Brooke. He was just a liar. Law. And I think I'm starting to get disgusted with people that think Usopp deserves Conqueror's Haki over Sanji. You guys sicken me. You disgust me. And this is different from me thinking Usopp is going to get it, because I think Usopp could get it. But thinking he deserves it more. And I like Usopp. I like Usopp a lot. He's grown on me because I've accepted him for who he is. Pussy. All right? But he's necessary. Wow. Like, the crazy part, people are like, Usopp deserves it. Look at his dad. What? He put in work. Same way you like the Bluefish Indian. I don't, whoa. I've never called Jimbe that, but I like it. The Bluefish Indian? That's, don't talk about Jimbe that way. That's crazy. Don't talk about Jimbe that way. That's crazy. The Bluefish Indian? No. But why does that make so much sense? Nah. You see, now you're disrespecting multiple. Yo, why did I just type in Bluefish Indian? That's not what I meant to type in. Shit. Oh, God. Oh, oh man. It's crazy. That's crazy. Don't talk about Jimbe like that. Mm-mm. What? Why would you even say that? No, nah, real talk. Why would you say that? No, 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 no. But here's the thing. Here's what we're not gonna do. No, 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 no. Here's what we're not gonna do. We're not gonna talk about Jimmy like that because that doesn't even fit him. That doesn't even fit Jimbe. A bluefish Indian, that doesn't fit him at all. Like what? He looks nothing like what you just said. That is a slur. He does, bro. That doesn't come on, y'all. That's look nothing like no. No, bro. A bluefish Indian, he looks nothing like that. That is insane. Benjamin Burthen says Harold is Loki, Kaido, and Harridan's father. Kaido is Kat's dad. Kaido being Kat's dad is just freaky. It's just a lot. It's just really freaky. Um, that's how I look at it. Yo, shout out to AK. Loki's birth is a lot like Hiei's. Hakusho. Joyboy 22. Loki should join and watch Zora's position in the crew. Will not change one dang bit. I would say this. I'm starting to not mind the Loki joining the crew opinions. I'm starting to not mind them. I just, how? But if Loki joins the crew, here's the unfortunate thing. Loki has the history and the makeup of a top 10 all-time character. I'm talking about strength-wise. So Shanks was born in the suburbs. Man, he was born in the suburbs and they stole him from there. They stole him and took him to the hood. Um, the problem with Loki joining the crew, and I don't think it's about him being stronger than Zoro, right? Because um, I think him and Zoro would be comparable. No, 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 no. I think right now it's hard not to put Loki over Zoro. It's hard not to, right? It's really hard not to. But that's all for him being a kid, right? That's all for him being a kid. And we've seen kids before that come out and they're really good. They're really good and we crowned them early, right? Look at Mikey Williams, right? And I think what we got to do is wait. We got to wait and see what they do when they get to the league. Um but for right now, he has a great start, right? He has a great start based off of where he is. He should be one of them. Like off of Julian Newman, right? Just off the top. This is my feeling right now. This is my feeling about Loki. I feel like Loki is around the Admirals. That's how I feel. I feel like Loki is around the Admirals. That's the feeling I get from Loki right now. I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong, but I feel like he's around there. Um, Loki's cat level right now. I mean, I think cat is around the Admirals too. So like, yeah, sure. Admirals over Holy Knights. Fish. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's always been the case. Always been the case. Always been the case. Not all of them though. Not all of them. I think. So he's why do we keep gassing the God Knights? Still? We still on that? We still on the gassing of the God Knights? I don't get how people would immediately jump to rush and place the God Knights over Admirals. They like rush to do it. And then somehow still underestimate what we've seen from these Admirals. The God Knights, bro, I'm not saying the God Knights are weak. They're not weak, but they're carried by power that's not even theirs. No, like, I don't. Listen, bro. I got Shamrock, and maybe like there may be one more. That's a real demon. Because they're more likely the final opponents. Dog, who is fighting Sommers as the final opponent? Y'all think Killingham is the final nigga we gonna fight? Y'all really think it's about to be Sanji and Sommers in Marijoa? Ha ha ha. Bro, we gotta. If one thing we gonna be, let's be for real, bro. Let's be for real, bro. Let's be for real. Ben is like, there must be stronger God Knights. There must be. There gotta be. Listen, man. Listen. Listen, Ben. I don't know what to tell you. Listen. Listen, bro. The God Knights, they're a cool faction. They have interesting powers that we're figuring out how to deal with them. I think as fighters, they're mid like the Gorosei, right? But I think time and time again, it's like I think a lot of those. I feel like the pillars are solidified, right? The Admirals, the Yonko, right? Those are solidified, and we have people outliers around them. The God Knights, Shamrock is going to be him. I have no doubt about that, and maybe one other person, right? One other person that could be a God Knight. But I think how people started, because people have walked it back. I'm not going to call y'all out, but y'all have walked it back. We all had all the God Knights over niggas, over Kaido. I ain't forget. People gonna be like, well, nobody said that. Yes, they did. Oh, yes, they did. They said, bro, Kaido's last arc. Kaido's last arc. What? But listen. And again, I know people are gonna be like, well, for some of these characters, unless you know how to do blah blah blah, you can't do blah blah blah. Admirals over God Knights. Sorry. Yo, shout out to Young Ivy for the 5 gifted. I appreciate you, my G. Listen, power creep is just something that's prevalent in anime and shonen. You can argue that power creep exists in One Piece, but there's also the One Piece world also has proven that it continues going outside the main characters, right? And so it's not a one size fits all thing. We can't just go off of the concept like we've moved on from that character. Now the next character is going to be better than this character, because a lot of One Piece W's also very situational, right? A lot of W's that the character, like our main characters get, very situational. where like, oh, this had to be here, this had to happen, this had to happen, this had to happen. It's like it's almost like people after we moved on from Enel, it was like Enel's trash now. Luffy literally had to be his only weakness for us to get past Enel. Like Enel was packing up literally everybody else. So again, we saw how Crocodile has progressed. We saw how Rob Lucci has progressed. I mean, even the conversation around Rob Lucci has gotten insane. When everybody ruled, he was down and out. Rob Lucci's ass. So my thing is, we don't count out these characters just because they've gotten beaten and they've been beaten before. Or like, no. Heck no, bro. Not in One Piece. I'm sorry, not in One Piece. So I think for the God Knights, they're going to be relatively powerful, right? They're going to be really powerful. But I think to automatically place them over like some of the people we've seen before. Say Loki's the bullet for the Straw Hats. I mean, here's the thing, Rich. But stop the spam. Here's the thing, Rich. All right. I ain't gonna lie, Rich. You type that one more time, you cooked. I see Loki's a bullet for the Straw Hats one more time, nigga. You out of here. All right. Okay. I see you tomorrow, bro. I see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow, Rich. So you still on business? Here's the thing, though, Heavenly King. Here's the thing. Here's how I feel about that phrase. I do not like that phrase at all. Right? I don't like that standing on business phrase at all. Because, Heavenly King, not at all. But it's dumb. It's dumb. And quite frankly, it'd be like a nigga would die, right? It'd be like a video somebody died because they ain't back down in a fight and the dude had a gun. Stood on business though. What? That's a good thing? Crashing out. I hate the term crashing out. Because that's just an excuse for somebody that doesn't know how to regulate their emotions and function like a decent human being. I think crashing out is another one that people use too frivolously. Why are you crashing out? Because you ain't get enough ketchup. Huh? That's the reason to crash out? And sometimes it don't even be crashing out. But either way. I don't think. Come on, Brago hates Y. I hate YN. I hate the term YN because YN was made for every person that can't say nigga to just say YN. Well, I can't say nigga. All right, YN. Well, I didn't say the word, but you know what I meant. YN. Here. Yeah, and then like I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think also don't call me a YN. Right? Like I feel like even if you're like a kid, a young boy, a young black boy, calling him a YN is crazy. I think that's just dog, relax. All right, relax. Oh, now they're saying Unk. That's another thing. That's another thing. How Unk? How you get to an Unk? Like, what's the age for an Unk? Niggas be 30. Oh, damn Unk. Huh? That quick? Nah, OG. OG? All right. Anyway. Like, nah, it's crazy. It's crazy. They call it, like, I don't, it's just, I guess it's just new slang. Like, Unk at, Eric is saying 25 plus being Unk is crazy. Young Ivy said, how do you feel about the NBA draft? I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm definitely Unk. That's crazy, Eric. Damn, Eric. I'm not gonna lie. The NBA feels a little different. The NBA feels a little different. I know, Unk. Back in my day when I was growing up, Unk is like niggas that was like 40, right? Niggas that were 40 that were like clearly like old heads, right? Now it's like niggas, you know what I'm saying? Get to 29. Oh, damn Unk. Damn Unk. The NBA. The NBA feel, I don't like, okay. The NBA, I think the parity is great right now. Where like, we haven't had a repeat champ since Golden State, 2016, 17. No, 2017, 2018, right? So the parity is great, right? I think the issue is I don't give a damn about college. And so a lot of these prospects, I have no idea who they are. I think the only prospects I know who they are the ones that they have storylines around them. And that was Cooper Flagg, that was Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper, right? I think the problem is a lot of these kids, of course, it's been that for a while where kids are coming out one and done. But nowadays, it's like kids, they're coming out of nowhere because of the AAU circuit. And so now, I'm not going to lie, like, the star power isn't there. It's not there. So I think for like the NBA draft, I don't care. I do not care about the NBA draft anymore at all. And also, another thing that's happened in the NBA, when did first round, I don't know if that's always been the case, but it feels like first round picks don't matter. Right? We're like, dog, Desmond Bane, how many first round picks? And they just throw them out. I don't give a damn about first round picks. So then why would I care about the draft if you don't care about the draft? So I don't know. Maybe I gotta get back into watching college basketball. But like 4 first round picks for Desmond Bane. Yo, Fabio Mathi said Brago's worse that I'm 21 with my little brother's friends calling me Unk just because they're still 15. It's just today's society. That's crazy. Calling somebody that's 21 Unk is nuts. That's nuts. Yo, shout out to Yo with the gifted. I appreciate you. Aztec Edzo said they will find a way to shrink the new Nakama Loki so he fits on the Sunny. I'm not gonna lie. I would love for Loki to join the crew. But then I'm scared of Loki joining the crew. And it's not even about any power scaling. It's just about characters and how much space we have available. What is Oda going to do with all these? Bro, Jimbe is literally just... Somebody just called him Bluefish Indian. Or Blue Indian Fish. Or whatever. Right? And it's like... Right? Because they just started One Piece. And they don't remember his name. So that's how they remember him. They call him Blue Indian Fish. So at this point, it's like, imagine. So like if Loki joined, like a lot of Straw Hats gonna get sidelined. You know, so I don't want that to happen to the rest of the Straw Hats. And the only Straw Hat I think that could join that the dynamic of the crew wouldn't get impacted that much is probably Vivi. I think Vivi could work very well. I think anybody else like Loki, Yamato, all characters. I mean, Carrot would fit as well because Carrot don't need this. Carrot don't need to say shit. Just jump around and look, right? You don't need to say anything. Just jump around, look cute, and be merch, right? But Carrot is lazy too, in my opinion. But Loki, he one of them ones. I mean, nobody develops talent anymore. I mean, I think just like the mindset of people playing basketball nowadays is a little different. Even like some players like, and also the NBA draft don't hit as much anymore because you kind of watch to see some of these players achieve their dream, right? You made it to the NBA. Like a lot of people haven't made it to the NBA, bro. These kids look like they frustrated with where they got drafted. Like they don't care. Like they're like, we already up. We don't, man. Nah, these players, I mean, a lot of these players, bro, and I hate to say it because the NBA feels like it's becoming like a Nepo baby sport. It's starting to feel like that. I feel like every year it's like 4 or 5 juniors or thirds or like, a nephew or somebody affiliated with an NBA player. Where it feels like people are buying their way into the NBA. So, yeah, I mean, the college kids, they don't care about it. I mean, I'm not saying they don't care about it. It's just like they care less now because they're getting so much money. So why do we need merch? No, we don't need merch, but I understand like Carrot is good merch. It is baseball the same way. I mean, I'm not a baseball fan, so I take your word for it, Jared. I feel like that's just even in college sports. I mean, college football, you know? Yeah, dude that went to the Raptors. It's not only what you know, but who you know. I mean, the NBA has always been about the best players, bro. It's always been about the best players. So it's, at this point, it's like, it's about resources. It's almost like turning into golf a little bit. Like, it's a reason why niggas in the hood don't golf. Right? Like, get the poor, like, get his back into the NBA. These privileged kids don't got no discipline. It's tough, man. It's tough. You need like, I'm not gonna say you need single moms raising these kids from the trenches again, but like, you know, it's not hitting the same. Shout out to Randall joining family. I appreciate you, my G. Somebody asked, did we see Loki's eyes before? Hold on, let me see. Shout out to King G. Says Shanks didn't beat full power Loki. His eyes were covered. Shanks probably ripped him off himself. I ain't gonna lie. Shanks probably ripped him off himself. I'm gonna say Shanks beat full power Loki, eyes and all. It's gonna be Luffy, Loki, Zoro, Jimbe, Sanji. Bro, kid, like I was banging with you until you started saying crazy. What? You really think Bluefish Indian about to be stronger than Sanji? Disco, I'm saying like this. We need something. Are the eyes a buff or just an aesthetic? I think, okay. Here's the thing, y'all. Here's the unfortunate truth. Right? Here's the unfortunate truth. Eye powers in anime are always going to feel inferior and a bit gimmicky when you compare it to some of the powers that's come before it. I don't think there's anything that will ever top the Sharingan in anime history or in anime period. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything that can come and top the Sharingan. I think Gojo and his powers were cool, right? But Gojo got a lot of backlash. JJK got a lot of backlash once we saw Gojo and his design. But there's nothing that's ever going to come close to what the Sharingan is. So if Loki has an eye power and he can use his eyes as a buff, it's, what is the power? What can he do? Can he slow down time? Can he, so it's just, you got to be really, really careful with eye powers, I think, because of how they're done. Kurapika's clan. Nah, I think with the Kurapika's clan, it's good because it is one person left for the most part, and it just glows. It gives them some strength. Gojo's one of the best new gen characters in the last 10 years. Okay, I would say it's tough to say, right? It's tough to say because Gojo is just really popular. He's really popular. When you put him next to, when people start to compare like best characters, people gonna be like, oh my God, Gojo's overhyped or Gojo's overrated. And people gonna mention like Farron from Frieren, like she's a better character than Gojo. And like, but I think as far as legacy wise, Gojo has been one of the best characters to be released in the past 10 years. You know? But I think it's more nuanced than that. I think, listen, and I don't know if they're going to do this, but if JJK gets that movie for Gojo versus Sukuna, and if season 3 is what I expect it to be, Gojo's going to become even more iconic. Gojo's big for other reasons. The six size doesn't even come close to Sharingan in terms of impact. It doesn't even come close. It's not even close. It's literally not even in the stratosphere. Aztec says, I think people need to get away from the idea of Luffy saying he wants 10 for his crew. I always felt like he would get 4 from the New World like prior region. I don't know. I would be okay if we never got another crewmate. Appreciate the 5 though, Aztec, but I'd be okay if we never got another crewmate. Gojo got niggas in the Oregon Jutsu. I mean, wait. Dog, Gojo is cool. Like, I don't, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Gojo is a great character. Like, I don't know. Because a character is popular doesn't make him bad. What? Like, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Like, that's enough. Gojo is cool, but he has minimal substance, even if he's your wherever. Blah, 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 blah. Blah. Ugh. Anime fans. Substance. Why can't every character be Frieren? Why? Come on, bro. Nah, Gojo, I mean, Gojo is him. Hour-long clears. Gojo is overhyped. Sukuna is where it's at. I think there's definitely substance to Gojo. It's a lot of substance to Gojo. I mean, I think it's substance. I think JJK has an incredible cast of substance comparatively to like most popular shonen, in my opinion. I think JJK's problem. JJK's problem. My only problem with JJK is that it ended. I mean, there are other problems. I feel like Gojo versus Kuna went on a bit too long. But in a way, I think it's the ending. Like, I'm not gonna, I feel like we do that. We like looking for problems. Like, the way it ended was, but I think in general, like, JJK was amazing all the way through. And I know some people say, well, the ending, for the most part, decides how an anime feels for you. But like, Death Note is in my top 10, and like, I didn't, Code Geass, I didn't. Yeah, I just didn't like that JJK. I feel like JJK had more meat on the bone. But it's like, people typically don't like endings, right? People typically have a problem with endings regardless, no matter what. Like, what anime has a great ending where you're like, they gave me everything I needed. Like, of course, FMAB is, but look how controversial. I'm not even at the ending yet, so don't say anything. But people gonna be like, Attack on Titan. You want to say Attack on Titan? One of the best. I don't care how it ends, right? I got 4 episodes left. I don't care how it ends. One of the best anime of all time. I don't care how it ends. I don't care what happens. Eren could have sex with Annie and have a bunch of Attack Titan and female Titan babies, and then they start ruling the world together with an iron fist. I don't care. Still the best. Still top 5 all time. I don't care. Don't matter. Already filled. Already filled me to the brim. That sounded crazy. That was crazy. To the brim is crazy. I don't know why. I don't know why I said that. Dragon Ball ending was great. Game of Thrones season 8 wasn't that bad. Bro, here's the truth about life. Yu Yu Hakusho, the reactions are starting for Yu Yu Hakusho right after Attack on Titan. So maybe like 3 weeks. But here's the truth about life. Most things are never really that bad, and most things are never really that good. There are a few things that actually live up to the hype in life, especially if somebody else told you about it. Like, how many recommendations have you gotten about a movie or a show or food or drink, and you're like, that's fine. It was good. No, it was good, but it, But in general, more often than not, you're going to be disappointed. So, don't kill yourself for rewatching Yu Yu. Oh, I'm daft, bro. I've already started it, and I love it. I forgot how good it was. Wait, Caster, what did I do? Oh, because of the Gojo thing. Uh, whether or not a T Mac Kobe conversation. I mean, I think T Mac was definitely on Kobe's level at one point, but like the careers played out and it showed who's better. Dragon Ball GT had a great ending. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember GT that much. I just remember getting bored at certain spots, but I still enjoy GT. We did not appreciate Marineford a lot more because of the ending, though. I think it's definitely important. I think we appreciate Marineford just because it's gas. I would say this, right? Because I'm thinking about like how I enjoy movies and stuff like that. Mm, it's tough, right? Because if a movie fills you up for 95% of the movie, and then the last 5% is underwhelming, did you have a good time? Right? So like I think it's difficult. I think it's difficult. I'm trying to think of a movie like that where like 95% of the movie was really good, then the ending was just like, oh, Erased. I think Erased is a good example of that in an anime where 90% of the anime was I enjoyed thoroughly. Maybe 95% of the anime I enjoyed thoroughly. But then the ending, not good. Not good at all. Game of Thrones. You can't deny Game of Thrones is one of the best shows you've ever seen. The last 2 seasons, even Naruto's ending, wasn't as bad as people say. Erase sucks because of the ending. That's the way I see it, and you're wrong. And you're wrong. Yeah, he don't appreciate Caster. He's capping. He's capping. Aris is right. He's capping. Erase is good, bro. Erase is great. Like I said, I don't think an ending it like, bro, I guarantee y'all, half the people in here are going to hate the ending of One Piece, regardless of what happens. Half the chat gonna be like, bro, this was ass. Oda didn't even do this. Oda didn't even do this. That's how it ends. I watched One Piece for 25 years and that's how it ends. That's all we get. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I will not pick up the phone. I don't know what you got on the other line. Bro, people gonna be mad. I don't think there's any ending that Oda can give that's gonna be good enough for a lot of people. Steve said, I honestly can't think of a movie that fits that description. Whenever I see a movie that's great throughout, it ends up great in my opinion. I have to really think about it. A movie that's okay, let me think about it. A movie that's good 95% and then the last 5% is not good. I'm trying to think. Eric says Mihawk is in top one. People are going to complain. I mean, it's crazy, right? Like, Paranormal Activity, 90% of the movie was ass. Then the last 10% was pretty good. Then you have movies like The Book of Eli, where like 90% of it, 95% of it was pretty good. And then the last 5%, like, amazing. That's tough. That is tough, Steve-O. Endings are essential. No, I don't think I can define everything by an ending, right? Because like, let's say you were in a relationship with somebody and like, for most a relationship is amazing, but because like how it ended, you're gonna say the relationship is ass. Oh, had a good time. Fast and Furious movies. Well, the Fast and Furious movies, the endings normally be going crazy. I would call cast a YN, but you know, y'all know how that be. I mean, a satisfactory conclusion is probably the most important part of the story. A bad ending won't completely ruin the show, but it can leave a bad aftertaste. Trying to think of the movies I like. Some movies I like. That's tough. That's tough. I did not like the ending of the was it The Dark Knight Rises? No. Is it Dark Knight Rises? The Bane one? I didn't like the ending. I didn't like how it ended at all. But I did like the movie. You know, I did new Superman trailers. I feel like I'm trying to like it. The tough part is like I'm not past the Henry Cavill era. Right? I'm not past that. So I'm like, this movie's gonna have to convince me. Right? This movie's gonna have to convince me to like this guy. Because I didn't think Henry Cavill, I feel like there's so much more meat left on that bone. You know, so it's just like, all right, I mean Superman, so I'm gonna give it a shot. But you know, you gotta show me why I should like it. Hereditary is a good example. Ending was the weakest part. That's a good point. Hereditary's ending was not the best. At the end, I was like, But for most like scary movies, the ending typically like some JKK is a condensed story. Gege chose to end in its first saga. Despite that, Gege stuck to the end story how it intended, not go past it, which is respectable. I respect it, but JJK is a classic. It's in my top 10. It's in my top 10. So, you know, I've never seen Fight Club. Nothing special. So two movies that people mentioned that I gotta watch because they're amazing movies. One is three. Shawshank Redemption, Green Mile, and Fight Club. Those are three that people say you gotta watch. They're great movies. I'm like, all right. So I used to love AOT, but in the end, it's a 7 for me when it used to be a 10 before the ending. Oh, Ben. Hopefully you're not an uncle, or I got news for you. You know, I hate that ending, Ben. Yeah. I'm gonna watch him. Shawshank is rated number 1 on IMDb. I'm gonna watch it. AOT. Wait, before I go. Last thing. What's a movie that y'all like? I watched The Bear. I literally like reacted to all of The Bear on Patreon. But what's a movie that y'all like? I really love The Bear. What's a movie that y'all like? You like a lot that other people don't like as much, but you don't care because you like it a lot. What's a movie like that? I'd say for me, maybe I Am Legend. Like I don't know how people don't love I Am Legend. Like I love I Am Legend. Oh, Tenet. Yeah, I didn't even finish Tenet. Like I was like, all right, I'm gonna come back to this. I'm gonna come back to this. Twilight broke records though. Wasn't a lot of people love Twilight? I mean, okay, I would say this: people lie about not liking Twilight. Like people be capping about not liking Twilight. A lot of people like Twilight. They just don't want to admit it because it's cheesy. What's the movie? The Age of Adeline. I really like that movie. I really like The Age of Adeline. Fun with Dick and Jane. I think it's a classic. Personally, I think Fun with Dick and Jane is an absolute classic. I don't know why more people don't like it. Movie that people don't like, but I really like. Me, Myself, and Irene is another classic. The Descent. The Descent 1 and 2. I think those are both top tier thrillers, horror films. I think they're both really good, and I don't think they get enough love. Sebastian, I was saying movies that you like that most people don't, or people don't agree with it. Agree that they're as good as you think. Yo, Jerron, I just watched Above the Rim all the way through. I want to say 3 or 4 days ago, like literally. And what is that movie? Like, what is that movie? It is hilarious. Yo, shout out to Hidden Lane, Jordan family. I appreciate you, my G. Too Fast, Too Furious. Okay, because Too Fast, Too Furious doesn't get a lot of love. But it's a good movie. Ejectocito, cuz. Ready Player One. Ready Player One was really good. Bro, Jerron, okay, if you watch Above the Rim again, literally, when he goes to smack the backboard, there's literally a building. It looks like it's inside of a building. And then after he's falling off the building, everything disappears. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And why is there a basketball court on top of a roof, but it's at the edge of it? What the fuck? Oh, man, I love Walking Tall. I love Walking Tall so much. Yeah, I guess that's an actor that I like a lot more than other people do. The Rock. Four Brothers is a classic, though. I guess, all right. Maybe I gotta watch some more movies, but an actor I don't like as much as other people is Mark Wahlberg. A lot of people really like Mark Wahlberg, and for me as an actor, I don't like him that much. The Rock plays The Rock in every movie, and it's rock solid every single time, Nick. Rock damn solid. I think he's okay. I think he's fine. I don't know. I feel like in regards to like comedic timing is pretty predictable. I think Mark Wahlberg kind of plays the same character in every damn movie. Christian Bale is my top one actor. I really like Christian Bale. Christian Bale is somebody that I don't think he gets enough love for what he does as an actor, and he gets I think because he was Batman, that's what people remember, but Christian Bale has been in some amazing movies. Like, genuinely. That's how you feel about Adam Sandler? I mean, I'm a Jim Carrey guy over Adam Sandler guy, but I do like Adam Sandler as well. I would say Adam Sandler, like, very hit or miss. Like, very hit or miss for me. I do like his movies, but like, you know, Tom Hardy. I feel like Tom Hardy is starting to get his love and his credit that he didn't get before. Tom Hardy's getting there. I think before he was a bit underrated. I think he's starting to get his credit. The people hate Focus because Focus. The Will Smith movie, the heist movie. Is that Focus? Okay, my problem with Focus is the same problem I have with 7 Pounds. Those movies are too short. Focus was good, but it was too short. I feel like it could have built it up a bit more. I feel like Focus was too short. I felt like 7 Pounds was too short. I feel like it was a lot more they could have explored with those movies. But they are good, but I feel like they could have been really great if it just had a bit more to it, you know? I used to have this thing that like it's hard to make a good movie in under 2 hours. So like when I would see a movie I hadn't seen, it was like an hour and a half or hour and 20 minutes, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not watching it. That used to be like one of the weird things I would do. I'm just saying, bro, that's like the sweet spot for me. Bob De Niro is mad overrated. I might agree. Denzel is not underrated. He's the #1 actor. I mean, in my opinion, I think Denzel is. Yeah. I feel like Denzel is like the best of all time. To me. The platform. As far as actors I'd put on that level, it's not many actors I'd put up there. Denzel, like, I think with everything you would want in an actor, he has it. Everything. DiCaprio's, I think DiCaprio is really good. Meryl Streep. DiCaprio's kind of underrated. Everybody has DiCaprio up there. I think Cillian Murphy's underrated. I mean, I think after, you know, what you call it? I forgot the name of that movie, but after that he started getting more acclaim. But I think Cillian Murphy's an amazing actor, like genuinely, like top tier. Like Peaky Blinders moved me. Samuel L. Jackson is Oppenheimer. That's what it was. Samuel L. Okay, here's a crazy part. Samuel L. Jackson is in the tier of Denzel, but not just for his acting. That's a crazy part. I think Samuel L. is up there, like in the upper echelon, but it's not just because of his acting. Like, he's an icon. Angela Bassett is top tier. Damson, I'm surprised Damson is not in more movies, but it's like, I mean, you know, I don't want to say it, but like, does Hollywood have room for multiple actors, multiple black actors being that guy at the same time? Because it's like, you feel like you have like different eras where Denzel, then you had like Will Smith, now it's Michael B. Jordan's time. Can multiple black actors be like that, in that upper echelon of like getting these roles? Because I feel like with Damson Idris, it's I think he should have more roles, but it's like it's Michael B. Jordan's time right now. You know, so I don't know. But I felt that way about Derek Luke back in the day. I thought Derek Luke was a great actor, and I don't know what happened. Jonathan Majors, I thought he was about to go crazy then, you know. Chadwick Boseman. Like I don't know. Like I don't know. When I think about we need to push for more of them, I mean, they just gotta stop working with Tyler Perry. I'm kidding. I think. You thinking being British plays a role? No. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. John Boyega's another one. John Boyega's another one that's a really good actor, and he just, I mean, Disney, you know, but Jonathan Majors just he never hit for me. I think Jonathan Majors is a fantastic actor. Like I think he's a fantastic actor. Tom Holland is rising. Is he? I don't like race swapping though. I don't want you to bring a black Superman because Michael B. Jordan is going crazy. I don't know. No, we don't need to do that. I feel like actors in general aren't as talented nowadays. No, I'm not going to say actors aren't as talented. I would say actors aren't as elusive. I feel like a lot of our actors today, they're too accessible. Like Timothy Chalamet, like he's with Kylie Jenner now, and it's just like I'm seeing too much of him. I feel like a part of the actors that the thing with actors back then was just like they weren't as accessible. And so I think it's a part of the allure. Denzel, that allure is still there because we don't see him a lot. And so, you know, I think when you go away, when you're out of the public's eye, it's better as an actor. Shout out to Rick. Shia crushes it in Disturbia, and Aaron Tyler Johnson's been my GOAT since Kick-Ass. Jeffrey Dean Morgan since Watchmen 2. Bad he can be Flashpoint Batman. I thought Shia, I mean, generally I love Shia and everything he's been in. He kind of, you know, did it to himself. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is another one. I mean, it's like, bro, it's like you have a bunch of Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal is like if we got like Leo and Denzel and like S, Jake Gyllenhaal is like A+. And he's had some S performances, in my opinion. In my opinion. But, you know, I've seen Brothers. I love Brothers. Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal has some bangers. He has some bangers. End of Watch, Southpaw, Nightcrawler. Man. William Dafoe, he's another one. Out the Way. I randomly saw like he did like some random interviews on the street. Him just walking around, but like Iron Claw? Nah, I've never seen that. But like when I say I really like, few things hit like I love a good anime, right? A great anime that's concise, great characters, great story, great plot. But a great movie? I'm talking about like a movie that like pulls you in early and it keeps you the entire film and it has a great ending. Oh my God. Listen, man. It's few things like it. I genuinely love movies. That's why I've seen Sinners as many times as I have. Inception is another great one. I've seen Slumdog Millionaire a bunch of times. I had it on DVD. I really like Slumdog Millionaire. And you know what I like as well? You know the best thing is watching a movie, right? Without expectations. Where it wasn't recommended. You just found it. You just browse and it's like, oh, let me just watch this movie. And it ends up being a banger. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, man. Interstellar. Interstellar is an interesting one because I watched it for the first time last year when I was in Dallas. And you know, I'd heard about Interstellar. It was great. It was weird, but I think it's fantastic. 'Cause I didn't expect it to turn into what it turned into. I'm falling in love with rewatching movies again. Because just rewatching old movies, especially when like I haven't watched them in a while, so you don't remember every single plot point, right? So you don't remember every single thing. You're like, damn, this shit was good. All right, like I'm like, damn, I forgot how good this movie was. But okay, so at first I thought it was just like a space exploration family film. Then when it turned into like time dilation, like, and then in a way time travel, and I'm like, whoa, what the? Like when homie was in the bookshelf, I'm like, whoa. I was like, all right, man, all right. But it's crazy. Even seeing some of the theories people make about it, saying that like, oh, he died, and it's a bunch of stuff. It's a bunch of stuff. Muyuwara MattB. What's up, Matt? What's happening, my brother? Do not rewatch Chris Tucker's movies. I don't know. I rewatch Rush Hour. It still hit. Yeah, spoiler. I mean, I don't like spoilers. You know what I'm saying? I don't like spoilers at all. So like, you know, but this is our first time. This was unforgettable. I couldn't believe what I was witnessing. I mean, the best movie I've ever seen in theaters. What's the best movie I've seen in theaters? The best theater experience I've ever had was Avengers. Endgame. Endgame. Honestly, one of the better experiences I had as well was Black Panther. And Black Panther was an experience because people were showing up dressed in like traditional like wear, like people that were like, I don't think everybody was African, but people were like buying these things to kind of pull up, right? And I kind of felt like it was like a lot of pride in Black Panther when the kids showed up to watch it, and everybody was just like proud of seeing like a black superhero on screen, and just culturally how it was impacting the world, right? Whereas like I remember before Black Panther came out, we were talking about like how is it going to perform in theaters, and it was like, well, we know black people going to go out, black people going to show up for Black Panther. How is the rest of the world going to do? And it was going crazy. It was sold out everywhere. They started adding shows. Like Black Panther was like, it was an amazing experience. But Endgame, Infinity War and Endgame. Like I don't think anticipation for me for a movie will ever get to the point of Endgame and Infinity War for me. It will never get there. Right? It will never. I don't think anything will ever get there. I can't imagine something getting there because of how much I was invested in Marvel and all these different characters. And y'all like, if a movie can get me more invested than Endgame got me invested or Infinity War, then they got it. I can't for people that weren't there, I can't even explain just how excited I was for that damn movie. What if One Piece ends up with a movie? if One Piece, the only way One Piece can get to that level for me at this point, considering like my disappointment with some of the recent One Piece movies, is a canon One Piece movie. And I don't think that would ever happen, considering how Oda is about the manga. I don't see that would ever happen. So yeah, we did a review. We did a review with the guys about Infinity War. But I would say the biggest anime movie of all time would be a God Valley movie. It would easily be the biggest anime movie of all time. Easily. It would break records. I'm gonna watch the Marvel stuff that comes, because I did like Thunderbolts. I really like Thunderbolts. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I talked about it, but I really did like Thunderbolts. So I'm feeling better about the Marvel verse right now. I haven't watched Ironheart. I've heard good things. I didn't love Ironheart when she was in Black Panther 2, but I didn't like Black Panther 2. I didn't like the movie. I've only watched it once. I'm gonna rewatch it and see how I feel. If I feel better about it, then I'm gonna watch Ironheart. Gerard, my guy Gerard, 17 months. He said 11 minutes behind. Nobody mentioned Tom Hanks. Yes, Tom Hanks is another great actor. Is Tom Hanks on Leo's Denzel? I think he's probably into Jake Gyllenhaal. You know, I've seen the Fantastic Four trailer. Okay, this is my personal opinion, and okay. Here's how I feel about it. I feel like I'm tired of Pedro Pascal. And I love Pedro. I love the actor. But I'm tired of that nigga. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit just like, all right. Like, he's everywhere, bro. Like, everywhere. And I'm just like, okay. What am I gonna love you for? Right? What am I gonna love you for? Because, I mean, there's slight variations in his acting, but it's like he's in everything. And so, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Niggas had to tell me when there's like, oh, it's Pedro Pascal. He's the Mandalorian. I'm like, what the hell? What? Oh, okay. And he's in Narcos season 1, right? Nah, he's one of the top actors out right now. But it's just, I feel like I've seen him a lot, right? I've seen him in a lot of things. And so I'm watching the trailer. I'm just like, okay. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not as excited for Fantastic Four, but I've never been the biggest Fantastic Four fan. I've never been a huge fan of what they bring to the table in general, right? I think when I think about Fantastic Four, I'm a casual in that world, so it was like, you know, all right. Cool. I mean, maybe I'll go. I'm gonna go watch it. I'm gonna go watch it. But as far as my excitement, on a scale of 1 to 10, 6. You know, 6. Yeah, probably a 6. Something like that. Like I love them as Oberyn. I'm saying I love Pedro Pascal in pretty much everything he's in. So I'm probably gonna enjoy him in there. But like, you know, but yeah, probably a 6. I don't even know who Galactus is. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about Galactus and people talk about Doctor Doom, and I'm like, okay. Superman, my excitement for Superman is like an 8. 7.5, 8. I'm still a bit salty that they got rid of Henry, so 8, I'd say. We gonna end this in 5 minutes. We're supposed to end this an hour and 5 minutes ago. Let's release the hounds. Oh. The Substance is crazy. Is it a good... Wait, is that out? Is the Substance out? Got 3 hours? Nah, I gotta end it. I really got. Wait, what is... Bro, where is Love Island? I went to Netflix the other day. I'm like, where... What is Love Island on? Oh, it's been out? Oh. Shit. It's Hulu? Nah, bro, I gotta see what it's about. I gotta see what's going on over there. I've just seen clips, but I gotta see what it's about. I'm watching Jurassic World. I don't know if you guys knew. I love Jurassic Park is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's in my top 20. Like Jurassic Park, the first one, is in my top 20. So yeah, I'm definitely doing that for sure. Like the third one. I did like the one, the recent one that just came out. That came out like last year or the year before that, where they brought back Sam Neill, right? My only issue with that one, right? My only issue with that film was that they didn't have the kids in it. That's my only issue. They did not have the kids in that film. Like, why would you not bring the kids back? Come on, man. That was my only issue. The nostalgia. They should have had the kids in that film. That would have put it over the top for me. I feel like Love Island is a show lonely bitches be wanting to pass time, but I could be wrong. Yeah, but like if you're a single guy and lonely bitches want to watch Love Island, you watch Love Island to connect with the lonely bitches, right? Isn't that just... How do you feel about WWE in Saudi Arabia? I don't even know how those two are connected. What's happening with the WWE in Saudi Arabia? Now you just watch the clips. Now I wanna, drop some knowledge on the timeline. Like, nah, Ace wildin'. I only said that because I'm married. Ah, okay, move it. I get it. I get you. Nah, I think you watch reality TV. Not really. Not as much, bro. Back in the day, I used to watch too much reality TV. Like niggas was watching. Flavor of Love, the Isle of New York, Black Ink, Love and Hip Hop, College Hill. I watched some Jersey Shore. Yeah, I was watching. Now I'm reality showed out. I'm reality showed out, man. I'm Ripley's Believe It or... Is that... No, that's not reality. That's not reality. What is it? Fear Factor? Fear Factor. Is Fear Factor considered? Yeah, Fear Factor. Yeah, like I used to watch too many of those shows, bro. I used to watch Real World. You used to have so many damn Real Worlds. Run's House. Reality show had a nice run, right? There was one about like about the people that used to go to storage units and bid on them, right? And they used to have one where like it was found like a tow truck. It was one about a pawn shop. Obviously used to watch like Property Brothers and shit like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. So now I'm kind of cool on reality shows, man. Parental Control. Oh my God, Parental Control. That's a good pull. Parental Control was I used to watch a lot of Parental Control. That's a show where, if I remember correctly, you went on a date and your parents would either pick your date. Yeah, your parents would pick your date, and then you pick the one that you like the most. All right. Jeez, man, the best movie experience I saw is Batman in the box, and then the motherfucker got in the Batmobile and the seat started jerking and shaking. Top one, got Patrick Hawkins. Now I'm not gonna lie, seeing the clips of like Batman come out is the one when Two-Face, when Joker goes into the room, the hospital room, and then Two-Face is looking at him, and then Joker takes his mask off and he's like, ugh! And it's like, come on, my nigga, you didn't know that was a Joker. It's like after he takes his mask off, he's like, oh. I'm like, nigga, be for real. Like, be for real, man. He's one of the niggas that wouldn't believe, that would be fooled by Superman and Clark Kent. No, Severance. I've gotten like a bunch of updates now about Severance and that I need to watch it, so it's next up. Yeah. The parents' date were going up against their BF, their boyfriend or their ex. And so the boyfriend or the ex, they were watching the date play out on screen. And then after, they have to pick between the ex or like the new date or whatever. It was a weird show. Reminds me the Netflix show where you swap out partners for like 3 months or something. I don't know. It was stupid, but I watched the first season. Not Wife Swap. It was it's not Wife Swap. Not Wife Swap. It was one, they weren't married yet. And they were going on this show to decide whether or not they want to be married. And so they would swap partners. No, it's on Netflix. Ultimatum. The Ultimatum. That there it is. Ultimatum. Where like the guy or the woman, one of them wouldn't want to be married, and so then they go on a show with a bunch of different people and swap partners, and then they decide whether or not after 3 months living with this new person, whether or not they want to be married after that. I'm like, what? So, hey, some people were like even cheating on their like partner with the person they're living with. It was insane. The whole point was for them to like miss their partner and decide like and have like the experience of being married with somebody else. So I'm too late now. I think Brog's already went over 11:53. Yeah, 11:53 was great. 11:53 was really, really good. It's adding context to a lot of things. Loki's birth and Loki's existence, I understand it more now. Harold being changed that quick, but Ida, top one. I thought we would spend some more time in the flashback, but the flashback is damn near over. Break next week, so that sucks. But good chapter. I mean, I definitely like Loki more, and I liked Loki a lot beforehand. Harold, he folded. He folded too easy with. Okay, he was under the pressure based on Elbaf's principles and culture, and so like if you're in love with Ida, they forced Astrid on him, and he just like, you know. But I think the flashback, the length is apt. It's the only reason why we got the Harold flashback is to get to Loki and Harridan's relationship and understand that. So like, I'm not mad at it. Yeah, Astrid was talking crazy, not only about his family, but about like just his decor, right? She came in and she was on some, oh, this is wrong, this energy. She's like one of them chicks that be like, that believe in crystals and All right, let me chill in case. But I'm just saying. Not me joining waiting. Yeah, bro. Like them earthy chicks. I was going to say that don't be shaving, but that reminded me of something that went viral on Twitter yesterday that I won't talk about. But yeah. Yeah, good chapter though. Good chapter. Hey Drew. Hey Drew. You ain't wrong, Drew. You ain't wrong. Love Island's on Peacock. All right, bet. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna see if it's worth the hype. Probably isn't. Save the bush. Hey man. It's not my coochie, you know? It's not my coochie. So he's what it is. I did react to like a bunch of stuff last night that I'm gonna upload for members. It can't be like just public on YouTube. But we'll see. Discussion more than likely tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow, then it's Saturday night. Tomorrow night, have a discussion with the guys, talk about the chapter. Then we're on break, so we're gonna talk about the plan for break week. And that should be a good time. I haven't gotten back into BMF since it came out. I really haven't. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the whole 50 Cent and Meech thing, I ain't think that's gonna come back. You know, MattB still grilling his meat. Probably shot to Matt, man. Oh, not yet, Alan. Not yet. But that's dropping tonight. How far am I in Kagurabachi? Probably like chapter 45, 50 at this point. Yeah. Yeah. You gotta finish Kanan. I gotta get back on that too. I've been on some other stuff. And shout out to Sakamoto Days. Shout out to Sakamoto Days. Yo, I love that manga so much. But the next two episodes go. I've heard the next two episodes of fire. I've actually heard that, Alan. So I'll probably do that. But yeah. I want to say I'm gonna be on Twitch later, but I don't know. I gotta. We'll see. We definitely tomorrow or Saturday we having a discussion. But y'all be safe. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Like the stream. Subscribe. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, family.